Hi everyone, I'm Kayvion. I'm your young adult expert here at the North Shreveport Branch of the Shreveport Memorial Library System, and this March is Youth Art Month, so I'm here to give you some amazing art book recommendations for those of you who are feeling artsy this month. So we're going to start with the DC Comics Guide to Digitally Drawing Comics. If you're interested in comics, drawing, or just learning how to use computer editing and drawing software, this is the book for you. It was written by a DC Comics artist, and he explains all the software he uses to digitally draw his comics, the benefits of drawing digitally versus pen and paper, and then he gets into the nitty-gritty stuff about how to use the software and how to draw and set up your own digital drawing station. He goes into everything from like framing to inking and saving, everything that you'll need if you're interested in learning how to get into the digital comic drawing business. So for those of you that are interested, the DC Comics Guide to Digitally Drawing Comics, we have a copy at North Shreve. So on to the next one. We've got DIY hand lettering. Basically, if you always wanted to have really nice handwriting or just fancy handwriting like this, and you're really not good with printing things out, or you just want to learn how to actually write it yourself, this is the book. It goes into a bunch of different types of fonts, like bold fonts and cursive fonts, and all the fonts in the world, all the prettiest ones at least. That's what the first few chapters are about, and then later chapters I bookmarked a few, have really interesting projects about that you can use the fonts that you learned how to write with, like plates you can write your own cool messages on, or like map projects, or any cool art projects that involve writing with the new skills that you're going to learn when you read this book. So it's DIY hand lettering. Check it out if you're interested. We also have a copy of this at the North Shreveport Branch and some other branches. Okay, next isn't really a tutorial book, but it's still an art book and it's really cool. It's 1000 Steampunk Creations. It has the coolest pictures of some of the most unique steampunk, which if you don't know what steampunk is, it's kind of like Victorian slash futuristic slash like big oil tycoon metal clockwork type vibe. It's a very distinct but hard to describe art style. I'll show you a few pictures so you can kind of get the vibe, but it has the coolest pictures of some of the best steampunk creations out there. Very unique. If you are a writer or a wannabe writer and you want to write steampunk, which is a popular genre, I think you'll get some really great inspiration from this book. So 1000 Steampunk Creations, and it's also available for checkout. Okay, lastly, my favorite book from these recommendations is called Lazy Crafternoon. It's a teen YA nonfiction book, and it has the most amazing crafts in here. Like, there's so many crafts in here. I kind of want to do all of them when I was looking through this book. You've got crafts on how to collage your own shoes. Let me see if I can find that one. Oh, a colorful computer. If you want to like spice up your computer with tape, you can learn how to do that. Or, here's the shoes. If you want to like Mod Podge your shoes, your white shoes, into something like incredible. Or let's see what else I have bookmarked. Wrapping your own headphones instead of spending like $30 at Best Buy, you can wrap them yourselves. There's all kinds of crafts in that vein here, so if you're more of a craft person than an artsy person, this is probably the book for you. Lazy Crafternoon, and of course we have copies of this available as well. And at the library we have tons and tons and tons of other art books as well. If you are interested, you can stop by the library, ask your librarian for the art books, whether it be kid art books, teen art books, adult art books, or if you want to look for them yourself, here's a helpful hint. The call number in the Dewey Decimal System for art is 745.5, if you can see that. So if you just go to the nonfiction section, go to that section, whether it's children's, YA, or adult, 745.5, you'll find tons and tons of art books if you don't want to ask the librarians. Or if you're interested in these specifically, you can also just call us up or go online to our catalog and put them on hold yourself. So, happy crafting, happy art, everybody, and happy Youth Art Month.